Welcome to Beastie Besties with Jay and Lo, the podcast where we share publishing updates, laughs, and all of the new news in our world. Someday I will get that right. On today's episode, we have a super fun friend joining us today. She's special to me. And
me.
Yes, growing more special to you by the day. Aldea Gerard, she's a branding and design expert who will be leading one of the workshops at our upcoming Entrepreneur Retreat happening at Greek Peak in August, the 21st through 23rd, which we hope you will come join us for. And we're going to start off with Grateful Fors, as always.
Yes, and I have been wearing my poopy pants lately, so it is very important for me to refocus.
This is why we do this.
Remember that there are very many things to be grateful for lately. As some of you may have heard, I recently bought a house, so right now I am unbelievably grateful for my contractors, Dudley Precision. They really just hustled and worked me in so they could get this back porch rebuilt for me so that my actual Beastie Bestie, my dog, can get down the stairs safely. She has some hip issues, so really, really happy for that. Really happy, despite how dry it is. We've had some beautiful weather here in Colorado, so that's been awesome. And definitely getting outside, getting a little sun on your belly and on your face feels great. And I usually am a huge fan of the dentist, but I did not have the best adventure with them this last couple of weeks here. My crown is in place. And I'm very grateful that that is done now.
Without some sketchy moments.
Yeah, the teeth breaking, drills getting dropped on my face. All, what's a little adventure? Put it on the list.
Yes. Well, you do have some gorgeous teeth to protect there, so the right dentist is in order. The bar is pretty high for you with the teeth. With my English teeth, I'm always jealous of yours.
I just got lucky, really. I rarely brush my teeth. I hadn't been in the dentist for years, and they're like, we don't know if we're going to be able to do a cleaning if it's been that long. And they're like, you take really good care of your teeth. I'm like, I eat a lot of candy.
Yeah. And meanwhile, if I don't go for 6 months, cavity. Oh, it was 6 months and 4 days ago? Cavity. Oh, you didn't whiten every 4 months? Look at those yellow monsters. Okay, cool.
Have you been eating seaweed?
Right. You're a coffee drinker, right? No.
Yeah, well, we all have our easy things and tougher things. So What are you grateful for there, my friend?
This hair, I'm lucky. This is natural, no gray. I think there's one gray. So, you have the teeth, I have the hair.
Yeah.
So anyway, which I'm grateful for, but that is not one of my official 3 today. The first thing, I am grateful to be able to own a business. I love history, but I have a terrible memory, so I never really went down the path of trying to be a historian. But I love history books and stories, and I read a lot of things about people that come up on Facebook. That's probably the only thing I actually read on Facebook, are a lot of the, this person is the first person in history to do this, and then I read it and I forget it. But I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But I do also pay attention to the history of women, and I know that this is really, first generation women to be allowed to do what we're doing. And there's still challenges, and there's not discrimination, and there's not still issues, but to really be able to say I am a single woman with my own business doing this is really historical. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm also obviously grateful for my business wives.
You'll meet the other one later.
Yes, not many people get to have 2 of them. So I am grateful for that. I'm also just really grateful to, what is this one I wrote for myself? Wow. Grateful to people who reveal them true selves. Oh, this one. So this has to do with my desperate, never-ending search for a CPA or an EA, someone to help me with my taxes. I'm very grateful for people who reveal who they are within moments of meeting them. You're like, your inclination is to be like, wow, what a jerk, or whatever. But I'm just like, thank you. Thank you for showing me who you are, and I don't waste any more time with you. I don't spend less time searching for the right person. So thank you for those people who do that.
Oh. That is so huge. And unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, poopy pants, I've been running into people like that, but I've been taking it really personally. So I had to kind of get out of hijack mode and get back into it's not me, it's them, which I guess, when you do run into something like that and just go hey, it's just not a good fit or whatever.
Exactly.
Thank you for showing me that we're not a good match.
Exactly. So that's a great segue into intentions. My third one was business wives, which I already did mention. So we're
very happy throuple.
Intention wise, I guess that's a great one we could just talk about today, is not taking the actions of other people like that, especially when you are looking for someone to help you or to pay even.
Yeah.
If they're a miserable, angry person. Like this person I would have equated to the soup Nazi from Seinfeld of CPAs. Like, I was like, what? I don't know talking to you. You know, like, okay, sorry, whatever. Sorry, I'm wasting your time. But again, I could get mad about it. I could whatever. Then also, I think it's Patrick Bet Davis has a book about your enemies. Again, memory. The title has something to do with knowing your enemies. It's like, okay, just clock them. These people now go in your motivation bucket. Let me find a better CPA. Let me find the right person. And then you don't waste any time. You know, I was also inclined to like go write a bad review. And I'm like, what? Don't waste my time. You know, other people will find it on their own. Maybe people like his style. There may be someone who likes this angry, over direct, I don't know who you are approach, but it didn't work with me. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, and there's something else I was going to add to that. Oh, and then speaking of like Beastie Besties and things like that, where it's like some people just aren't your people. And it took me until my, I don't know, maybe early 40s to realize like, you don't have to be best friends with everyone.
Exactly.
Like you can be nice to this person and you can keep them here. And that I think was when life got so much easier because it is hard being everybody's best friend and like putting that much effort and energy into things. So when you do have an opportunity to go like, this dude's not for me and kind of roll on. And it's like, we want to have that like last word and put the review up or let them know, but it's
wasted energy and effort. And the other thing with that is like, okay, I'm not taking it personally. And then for me, I've been saying this for years, especially since my tenure in government. Other people will find out. There's no need for me to talk trash or to, you know, I mean, if somebody asks me for a recommendation, clearly I'm not going to mention him. But it's like, I don't have to put other people down to make myself look better or feel better. And I don't have to run around saying like, how bad this person was, because other people know, other people will find out. And it's not like something that I have to make it my job to let people know that this is a person to watch out for or something.
Yeah, it's like that podcast I was telling you about the other day with the woman that charged $30,000 for publishing. And it's like,
oh my God, you know? Terrifying and insane. I feel like, come to us, honey. Come to us. We will help you.
Come here. We'll help. But I was just like, $30,000. Her book isn't even published. And, you know, there's a lot of different gimmicky things going on that we won't get into. But I chimed in on the social media and I said, hey, because they were kind of saying like, oh, this vanity publishing, I think they're calling it in some fields, you know, is not a great field. I'm like, there are some legitimate people out here. And this is what you and I fight against, and letting people know like, hey, no, we're here. And like, yes, we will share royalties, or we'll let you have all your royalties depending on the path you choose. And it's all just which path you choose. And also, if you want to just carve your own path, we have all the information right on our website where like, hey, you know, like you've always said, there's enough for everyone. It's like, you want to do it, go ahead, but we're here to help if you want us to.
Exactly. Like a vanity press is a press that will just take your money and they tell you, oh, we can do this and we can do that. And they don't actually do those things. They'll take your money and kind of run with it. And it can be someone like that who's like $30,000, or it could be an AI site that's $200. I had another friend, you know, talk to us, didn't want to pay our fees, and then I'll do it myself. And then, you know, I saw what she got with one of those vanity presses that was even a low cost one, and she didn't get much. Several years later, her book is still there, and I don't think even her author page was set up, which is like 101 basic stuff. So, you know, that's why we call ourselves a responsible hybrid publisher, because, you know, we're not here for vanity. I mean, if you see our authors, we'll tell you, we're not here trying to see, like, we don't evaluate people and say, okay, how much money do we think we could make off of them? We take everyone, you know, if you have a legit book and you are a decent writer,
as they align with our values.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It has to align with our values. It has to be a decent concept. It can't be like a copyright nightmare. It has to be, you know, it has to meet certain criteria. We have our own reputation to maintain, but we aren't gatekeepers, and we aren't here to rip people off. I mean, you know, it's and the people who work with us know that. So again, we don't have to go trash talking other people. We just let the work and our authors speak for ourselves. I mean, we have 3 of our authors going to Jess Novak's Firefest. Jess Novak is one of our authors. 3 of our authors going to our table to promote us at this event. I mean, just that is just, you know, we're not vanity. It's a whole different ballgame here. Yes, exactly. There you go. Not vanity, community. And I think we need to add that to the website.
Yeah. That's nonfiction nonsense, not vanity.
Yeah, right. So and we're happy to talk to you about that. You know, if you are looking to publish and you don't know this publishing world and you just want to get some information, there's tons of free resources on the website.
Yeah.
And you can also book a consultation with us, $150 with us, to have a 1-hour call to know what you need to do, how to recognize the right opportunities, where to find good resources. We'll save you thousands. It could save you 30,000. If this woman had a call with us, she doesn't have to book with us, but one call with us would have saved her a lot. So, we're open here for that.
Well, it is intimidating, and I mean, and I'm sure we'll get into it with Aldea, but it's like, I don't understand graphic design, so it's like, that is very intimidating for me. I could have very easily paid somebody thousands of dollars to build my website, but she's much more reasonable than that and
right.
Amazing. Yeah. So it's like, if something sounds too good to be true, it might be.
Yeah, exactly.
We're probably a little too transparent.
Exactly. Well, it looks like, actually, speak of the princess devil, it looks like our friend is here.
Speak of our wife.
Yes.
Goody, I can't wait to talk to her.
Today we have Aldea Gerard joining us. She's a branding and marketing expert. She's also my other business wife. Yay! So
and
excited.
From another mister.
Yes. So if you know us or me, I'm just more of the straight guy, all business, down to earth, feet on the ground. And these two are up in the sky, unicorns flying around. We just happen to all be in black today. So thanks for repping my color.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Aldea and I have an interesting origin story, though. Jess and I go back, my first wife and I go back to middle school. Aldea and I met in Syracuse. Yeah. And, we were both part of the Public Arts Task Force. And that is a group that has since been disbanded.
Yeah. Rebranded twice and disbanded, but it depends on who you ask because they want to bring it down. You know how projects go.
Yes, exactly. But it was a great group of people. And then I think it was during COVID, we had one meeting at my house in the underground basement. And
yeah, the campground.
Yeah, I can let you tell this part of the story.
Yeah, so for a while I'd been following on Instagram this underground campground, and I thought it was really cool. There was like AstroTurf and this old tent and a huge flat screen, and I had it heart and saved and was looking at when I could come and stay. And it never panned out, but I watched it for a while, and then I get invited to this meeting. And it was other artists too. So I think Ian was there and Santos. And so I show up and I'm first of all, super socially awkward. Going to that meeting was a big deal for me.
You've come a long way.
I know. I was so nervous. But so we went to this meeting and I meet Laura and I think I was the first or second person there. And we went down and I was like, oh my God, this is the underground campground. I've been following this. This is so cool. And so that's kind of where it started. And then from there, I started my podcast and asked you to be a part of it. And you had, I can't remember what, a Syracuse artist raising the bar. You had that and you asked me to help moderate that group. And then the RFP came out to do a TV show. And Laura got a hold of me and she's like, hey, what do you think about trying to do something like this? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we met every week for probably 6 months. Working out that plan every Sunday. Yeah, but that's how we met. And then from there we built Hey Alec Productions and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when you first started talking about Aldea and how excited you were about all the creative stuff you guys had going on. And then it's you're going to cat cafes and you're doing all this other stuff. I still love when you guys went to that cat cafe and you just whipped out your scroll and it was 6 feet long. And then I think the first time we met, I came up to Syracuse and you're like, we're going to this video game bar. I'm like, I'm listening. All right. And I was like, all right, yeah. And I was like, oh no, Laura has a type. For sure.
Right. Well, funny enough, when I met you, I was going through so much that my brain was all over the place, but that we had a ton of fun playing video games.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's and when you find your people, and it doesn't mean that your people are always having sunshine days. Maybe it's a little blacklit rain cloud day, but we know.
Yeah, at that point, Aldea was nowhere. It was almost like a covering of dust on her shine. Oh. She had not, or maybe cocooning into the butterfly she is now. It was there, and but there was so many external factors that were kind of holding it back.
Oh my
God.
I've
had the pleasure of watching you blossom over the last couple of years into the version of yourself you are now. And talk about light years different.
You put it so eloquently when my parents would call that become crazy. My parents would say that's become crazy.
No, you've arrived.
That's what I tell them.
Right.
Like, this was always here, guys. Like, it was just always here. Sorry that you get to deal with it again.
Yeah, well, I'm super excited that worlds are colliding here. So normally it's been publishing one business side and then video social media with Hey Alec on the other side. And we've always been able to cross over to do video and social media for our authors or for us. But now we're doing the retreat in August and you get to come and be one of the experts. So we're super excited about that. So
I'm super excited about that.
yeah, let's dive in. So this retreat is August 21st through 23rd. It's at Greek Peak, which is an amazing location outside of Syracuse.
Beautiful.
Really easy to get to. You can bring your family. That's really different for retreats like this. And Aldea will be one of our experts there. So tell us a little bit about what you will be teaching.
Yeah, so I'll be doing a crash course in Canva, which I've been using Canva for a really long time. It's one of my favorite programs, and actually I'll be going to Canva Create, so I'll be able to bring like new tools and tricks to the retreat from that conference. But so I want to just create a breakdown that's really easy for people who are like individuals doing their social media to be able to repeat their process over and over again. But actually, it's funny because Jess is one of my guinea pigs in this because I'm working this week on putting instructions together for her to help manage her Canva stuff. So from that, like, we'll pull more stuff to be able to bring to the retreat.
Yeah, these two here are really in the know on graphic design. I am not as, creative and colorful as I can be with things. It's just something I've not learned. And so when I sat down with you to do our initial website thing, it was just like, I didn't even have to say more than a couple words, and you created the most ridiculously perfect website that could have been created for me. She's like, I don't know, what do you like? I'm like, I like trees and dinosaurs and, like books and things. And you just made this unbelievably gorgeous, beautiful, like nonsensical yet elegant website for me. So I'm really excited to get in and start doing it. Thank you. It's awesome.
What I love about it is it's a website you like, so you want to put it out there. You want to promote it. I think a lot of people make their own and they're not that proud of it, or they don't really they're just not excited about it. They're not jazzed up about it. So you love it. And so you want to share it with people and you want people to see it and you want to add to it. And it's a great starting point. And I think that makes a huge difference of how people interact with their own website, which then determines how other people feel when they get there.
And Canva's such a powerhouse for that stuff because you can do basic designs like for paper or for social media, but you can go as far as hosting like a really elaborate website on it, and it's still really easy to use and it's easy to teach.
Yes, and that's what we go for with our authors. It's like we provide you with these things, but we provide them so then you can take them over and do them yourself, or you can have a nephew or a niece do it for you if they're even a little bit capable of doing technical things. We're not trying to create things that we then have to do for you and keep you locked into that where you don't have your own authority of it yourself. So love that these are the types of tools that we're trying to teach.
Well, and I mean, yeah, and the tools are great, but you have such an intuitive ability to kind of capture people's personalities, which it's obviously as a book editor with a website that is just makes nonsense, and then you come in and it's dinosaurs and turquoise and purple and everything everywhere, they're gonna know what they're getting into with me. Yes, I will make your words look nicer, but also it's gonna be a little ridiculous. So, and some of the other sites that you've done that we looked at, like Justin's and things like that, were so cool. And they were so perfectly curated for that client. So
it's a skill, but sometimes I would say it can be difficult because I look at people and I can pull forward really authentic pieces of them, but sometimes people aren't ready to deal with that authenticity or to put it like me. When I first started working with Laura, I wouldn't have put out rainbows and galaxies and all that stuff, and I liked it, but I wore all black and I was very reserved. So I can pull all that stuff out, but sometimes people aren't ready to put all of that out there. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Balance.
Your own website is a reflection of that transformation that you've had. It's currently now purple and blue and glittery.
Ooh.
I just redid it after I did yours, Jess. I was like, it's time to redo mine now, I guess. But it's all cycle. I do somebody else's and then I do mine and then I look at Hey Alex and then I just keep learning different skills and bringing them and I don't know, you just keep tooling around with things.
Yeah. And you also, a part of this transformation, you wrote your own book. So tell us about your book.
So I wrote a book. It's called Unfiltered, A Radical Guide to Loving Yourself First. And actually I searched it because somebody needed the link yesterday. So I searched for the link and a couple months ago I put it up on Ingram Sparks, and so now it's coming up. Like I just noticed it's in Barnes and Nobles. It's on like Walmart's website. It's offered in all these different places, which I was like so excited about. But so the book is it's more of a do book than a read book. So it has a little bit of reading, and then it has like drawing and meditative things and like journal prompts, and it has like pages for you to color and pages for you to like write your ideas down in. But the whole thing about like the whole point of the book is to teach you to love yourself authentically through various means, not just reading and learning, but like drawing and exploring and interpersonal thinking. And then to take that, like what you learn and what you love about yourself, and like put that out and have that theory like in your, as you build your friendships and your relationships. And similarly, like I was just on a live thing talking about the same stuff, because we went through this morning where like the book teaches you to love yourself and to be more compassionate to yourself so you can be more compassionate and loveful, love the world around you more. And so this morning, my partner's having a bad morning and he's calling himself names. And I'm like, no, like you need more compassion for yourself. Like, he's like, I don't know why I can't get this right. And I'm like, you're not the problem. Like, you're treating yourself like the problem, but you're not the problem. Like, you need more love and acceptance. And so, like, it actually brought it back to the book this morning. I'm like, see, this is what the book does. The book teaches this.
It's so true, though. I mean, and I have a friend in Florida. Anytime, we get too hard on ourselves, she'd always say, don't talk about my friend like that. And then she'd be like, okay, now Stuart Smalley yourself. I'm like, like, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and people like me. Okay, let's move on.
I say that to him all the time. I'm like, hey, that's my boyfriend. Don't talk about him. I wouldn't pick somebody stupid.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
Like, don't be like that.
Exactly.
Like, you're insulting me now.
Yeah, there you go. Because it's like that, and that hits harder, right? Because we may not give that care and compassion to ourselves, but we're going to give it to our partner or our best friends or things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we should be giving it to ourselves and the people we love. Like, it should be the same.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have like a little sing along outside the fire at the retreat too. I mean, like, yes, there's gonna be business, but we're also gonna be talking about feelings and like being happy and glitter and everything.
Well, I mean, like,
here we go with these two.
I feel like joy is the basis for like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you can find joy and structure your stuff off of joy, like it just makes the rest of it easier to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, truly. And, I was speaking with a friend of mine since I just purchased this house and kind of getting my office together. And it's like, as you can see, I can put all the weird stuff I want wherever I want it now, because it makes me happy to see it. Like we were talking about earlier today, where it's like, there's these little mementos of our lives that it's like, hey, here's a little touchstone of joy. Like we can go right here.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and like, I think you can both kind of relate to this, like having gone through different transitions with like I had a whole house and I got rid of a lot of that stuff and like decluttered, but the things you keep are the things that like bring you joy. They're the things that like I'm like, oh, somebody gave me this and it reminds me of that, or like this is an award Laura and I won, which now is like in our live stream room. So you weed out all of that stuff, but the stuff you keep is what was like really telling to me about like what was important to me.
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting too, because like, yeah, it's important, but like with having the hurricane and the flood in the house and losing so many of those important mementos and like trying to salvage it and stuff. And it's like, you still kind of remember it, but it's nice to have your hands on it, but still you realize it is just stuff, but like, it also makes you happy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, these are quick check-ins with our friends here, so you can get back to all the busy things that you do in your life. So final question for you is, if you could invite anyone living or no longer on this earthly plane for an afternoon tea, who would it be?
Man, I've had this covered. I think Jim Carrey. It would be Jim Carrey.
Nice answer.
Like, I want to pick his brain so bad because I'm like, I think he gets it. I think he gets what goes on in my head, and I'm like, I just want to talk to you. Yeah, Jim Carrey.
That is a great answer for you.
It's a really good one. I love him.
Yep.
I was just talking about Eternal Sunshine the other day. Yeah, he is a super interesting guy because came in just like silly, and then you see all the other depth that is below it. I'm trying to think of who I would want to have tea with. Laura, I know who you would.
Well, there's a lot of people I would, but if I'm going to go in Aldea's same vein, I would say Keanu Reeves, because he's kind of the same, like he's a philosophizer, right? And I would love to hear more about his takes on life.
Okay, fine, then
He's
I'll
been
go
through a lot.
Emilio Estevez.
Oh yeah.
Or Alex Winter. I mean, they're both making
Yeah.
documentary films,
Okay,
right?
we're gonna double date on this tea. And there.
Party, we're having
Yes.
a retreat. So if you guys would like to come to the retreat, we would be happy to have you there.
Thank
It's
you.
gonna
Thank
be a
you.
fun party.
Thanks, business wife, for handling that marketing bit for us. Appreciate it and looking forward to it. This is the fun you're going to experience when you come to the retreat. So please go ahead and go to the website and register. And Aldea, thank you for coming by today to be in our Friends Are Here segment.
And follow Aldea on socials. She paints sneakers and stuff. Like, she does the coolest stuff. She's got a bus. Like, art class. Seriously, she's awesome. You play, like, the ukulele, right? Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I haven't in a couple weeks. But yeah,
yeah.
a lot of stuff, so much stuff. That's why
Yeah.
now I'm not just an artist. I'm a creative strategist.
Yes.
I think that's accurate.
And we will,
all
Aldea
the
Gerard will drop all your links into the description and all that fun stuff. And thank you for stopping by.
We love
Thanks for
you.
having me. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun. I think I need
That
to
was
spend
so fun.
more time with the two at the same time. I can't wait for the retreat.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, so let's dive into our news. What's new in our world?
Well, I have exciting news. I have officially started working on Avian Swan Song's second book, the follow-up to The Old Witch's Home, The Old Witch's Camp, and it's awesome. She's awesome.
That is exciting.
I love her.
Her first
And-
book was so popular.
It's so popular for good reason too. Like,
Yes.
it's interesting. So for those of y'all that don't know, The Old Witch's Home, when I first heard the title, I thought it was going to be more like a retirement home or like an old witch that lived in a house, maybe a spooky house or something, but it's not. It's a community
Which we love.
witches that like all just decided they're, we all talk about having a compound when we get older, and so she wrote the book about it. And so now a lot of these same characters are going to camp, and then all the nonsense and mayhem that ensues in the pickles they get themselves into on a campground now. So it's very timely, and it's great.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
We're also wrapping up, I think it should be at live any day now, Shantala's, I always say her name wrong. Shantala's new workbook is Embrace Change.
Redefining what's possible through transformation. And I have
Thank
a
you.
proof
Yes,
copy here.
yes, it's beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful. I mean,
Our designer, who prefers to remain anonymous, is just absolutely wonderful.
yeah, I mean, this thing is great. There's like space for journaling. There's like action items in here. It is incredible. I mean, she's got pre and post tests and all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and her whole thing is helping women through stressful times, and so in mothers particularly. So it's a really, really transformative book, as the title says. So I'm excited for that one to come out, and she's excited because now it gives her something to add to her platform, something to take with her to do workshops and host, which is a great reason to create a workbook. And so I'm excited not only for the book to come out, I'm excited to see where she goes with it, really.
I mean, she's such an impressive woman. When I went to go talk with her first off, she's got this house, this office that she has, and she has all these physical resources that single mothers or women trying to like rebuild their lives and things like that could need, that she just offers up to them, So it's like she's doing the work and she's practicing what she preaches. And there's so much just really good hands-on advice in there where it's like, yeah, love yourself, like we talked about with Aldea, like have compassion for yourself. But there's also like practical ways, like how you can do food prep or how you can budget and things like that as well, that are just like invaluable. So
Yes.
it's awesome.
And that is my number one favorite thing about any type of book like that is, can I do something with this information?
Yeah.
So
like practical homework that you can do where it's not like you're like, okay, yeah, great, do this, but how do I do it? She tells you like line by line how to do it. I love Shan.
Yes, and I can't remember if this was out last month, but Kim Adams, who is wife of Gomez Adams, who had published with us already, her children's book came out, and I'm loving seeing the different posts that I've seen. OCC put out a post congratulating her because I guess
That's awesome.
she's went to school there, and like the picture was so adorable.
I love Kim. She puts so much heart into that. Like, it's about two young cousins that go camping and one has autism. So it's kind of empathy and understanding and teaching you practical camping skills, and just kind of what things are. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, you and I learned those practical camping skills.
Right?
I mean, I think about that so many times going on a road trip at 18, no cell phones. We just had those calling cards. My brother was in that like multi-level marketing calling card
Right.
thing. And just
that needs to be a
finding our
story of
way.
its own. I can't imagine like Now it's different. It's different now. You have cell phones.
Yeah.
You can look things up. We had a triptych. We went to AAA and had them make us. If you don't know what a triptych is, it was basically like a
Brochure.
long pamphlet, like 4 inches wide and 8 inches tall or
Curated
something.
map.
Yeah, and it basically takes the map line that you would see like in Google. It puts it on paper, so it's like you're just following. It's so ancient. It's such like a primitive.
They'd stamp where the known speed traps were. But I mean, you and I get giggling and chatting or listening to music or whatever. If you miss a turn, then it's like you're looking back at these things because I mean, you think the exits used to be numbered differently. They'd go. Oh,
Right.
how I think about that sometimes. I'm like, how? And I remember because we just finished high school, and what were we gone like 2 or 3 months?
Yeah.
And then I got home and my mom's like, "You have an 11 o'clock curfew." I'm like, "Are you nuts? I just been at like
Right.
gone for 3 months curfew."
I was just camping in the woods with zero supervision for 3 months and living out of a car. And now I have to be home before dark? Okay, cool.
I mean, the amount of stuff we bought from Farmore when they were going out of business, like that we thought we needed. But see, now if we had a book like Kim's, we would have known more practical items to bring along on this with us instead of bringing stadium chairs and I can't even remember.
That was definitely a Beastie Bestie adventure. Which, if you have done something like this with your bestie, we want to hear about it. So go to the website. On the website, there's a podcast page and there's a link to submit your Beastie Bestie story, which Jess is going to read one here in a minute. If we are done with, well, we're not quite done with our news. We have the retreat still, which we're going to keep pushing hard. We're excited about it. It's going to be so much fun.
We're doing a retreat?
I think Jess will be there if she got the memo.
Maybe in body, but not in mind. You never know with me.
I know that you'll be there because when it's time to socialize, you're activated. So Jess will be there with bells on, and I will be there to make sure that schedules happens on time. So that's our 2 roles. And so we have our experts you already heard from, Aldea Gerard, and then we have Georgia Popoff. She is an amazing writer, and she's very active in the writing community. She's one of the lead people at the CNY Downtown Writers Committee, and they do workshops, and they teach people all the time how to write and how to finish their books, not necessarily publish, but finish them. And then she's also very active in the American League of Pen Women. So she's very well connected as well. So she's a great person to come learn from. She's going to talk about imposter syndrome, which is a huge thing. We see this with almost every one of our authors. Once they publish, they're like, I'm an author. I wrote a book. And you have to have so much ability to believe in your own story and your own book and promote yourself and to talk about it and to sell. And you don't necessarily have to push and peddle the book, but you need to be able to confidently talk about why you wrote it, why someone should want it, and tell your story.
I mean, it's so correct because I've been writing a book for, I think I came up with the title 16 years ago now. And it's just kind of like, I do words for a living. And for whatever reason, like that little imposter sitting in that corner of my brain is just like, you can't write, you have to edit, you'll never write your book. And so it's like, I need to sit in on Georgia's talk.
Yeah, and it's not only that, it's like, okay, the book is out, and then who wants to read this? Or the criticism. What are people going to think? If you said something about, depending on the type of book, someone who, even if it's fiction, is this person going to think it's about them? Even if it is or isn't, and what type of backlash? And then inevitably, this happened to me. You publish your book and someone leaves you a bad review. And I absolutely hate that Amazon will allow people to leave your review with no comment, because they might have accidentally gave you a 1 when they meant to give you a 5. It's anonymous, so it could be someone who doesn't like you and they just give you 1, or it could be that it was shipped terribly or was printed bad, and there's nothing there to like say. So people will take that to heart. A 1-star review is like punch in the gut, but a lot of times you can't. Let's go back to the 4 agreements. Don't assume that it has anything to do with you, because if all of your other reviews are good, and actually it can be good, because think about how you look at reviews. If I look at something that has 25 reviews and they're all 5s, I'm very skeptical.
Oh yeah, especially since you can buy them now. I've actually been like reporting reviews, because you'll see the same exact review from different people, and it's just like, it's ridiculous. So I love that they allow pictures and things on certain stuff, or different areas where you can kind of just how you have to use your discernment. And it's so much easier for us on the receiving end of the reviews to believe that 1 bad review instead of the 25 glowing ones over there. So
exactly, I'm having that issue. I'm trying to buy an air conditioner, and there's like thousands of great reviews, and then 10 people are like, it stopped after a month. I'm like, ooh.
And maybe they just got a dud.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just, we all have different preferences and things, expectations and things like that.
Yeah.
And, I even you and I bump into it because it's like we have different things we're used to or accustomed to. And I'll be like, ew. And you'll be like, I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Right.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, so on the flip side of that is if you have a book that you've read, whether it's one of ours or someone else's, leave a review. It's so helpful for the authors, so helpful, especially if they don't already have 3,000 of them. And then last we have Rand Timmerman, one of our authors. Again, he has been on a podcast rampage. So everybody is different. Every author has a different way of promotion. And I will say, if you see something that says author blueprint to billions of dollars, don't believe it.
Everybody's journey is different.
What everybody likes to do is different. Some people want to be on Facebook, some people don't. Some people want to do YouTube videos, some people don't want to show their face at all. So you have to pick a marketing avenue that you can do and stick to. So these blueprints will tell you you need to do X, Y, and Z, but if you don't enjoy them or if you don't have the tools and resources to do them, you're not going to stick to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Rambo, our Rambo, this guy's awesome. I mean, he hiked the Appalachian Trail. I'm sure we've spoken of his book before, but he has a book called The Spiritual Passage, where in his 70s, he hiked the Appalachian Trail with his brother and did almost the entire thing. He had a nasty fall off a cliff at some point on the trail and then had to go and get another surgery.
Alert.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, perseverance. Wasn't that our word one year?
Yep.
I mean, he just keeps going. And when he first started working with us, he was like trying to figure out the tech and, we kind of helped him with stuff. And now he's like Podmatch master. Like he's just ran down the trail.
He's in the top 10% of people on Podmatch. And Podmatch has been around a long time.
Yeah.
And he's been on 27.
He's on fire.
I don't know how many podcasts. So anyway, he's going to be our next guest speaker to talk about how he has been crushing it with podcasts. And if you want to learn from someone who went from 0 to 100 on podcasts and will be able to explain it in his tech level.
Yeah,
which is for anyone can understand. Yeah, this is something you would want to tune into. So our guest speakers, we're planning on April 22nd. It could change, so just follow the website. And, he'll speak for an hour, 45 minutes, and have time for questions if you want to know how you can do better at podcasting yourself. And then last but not least, I think it is AWP week. Yay! We have been waiting for
socializing.
This. If you're listening and you're in the Baltimore area, please come by and see us. Baltimore?
Who's your friend?
Not me.
Anybody else remember the old Donald Duck cartoons?
If I had an apple core in my hand, I would throw it at Jess's face.
Oh, I wish.
And it would make that noise. Knock.
Who's your friend? Me.
Okay, so do you know our booth numbers?
618 and 620.
I knew you would. All right, so I think now it is time for our favorite part of the show.
It's story time?
I think
it's story time with Auntie J today?
Yes.
Well, y'all, I'm going to do my best with this. My 4th grade teacher, Mr. Frankwick, made me get up in front of the classroom and see if I could read an entire paragraph without taking a breath because I read so quickly. So I'm going to try and get this right, but
you're allowed
Laura,
to breathe.
Everybody, we just sometimes need to take those nice deep breaths. So we have a very special story today from your friend and mine, John Thorne, and his wife, Megan, your brother, who I've known since forever. We used to go to the skate park with, and his awesome wife. So here you go. Are you ready to hear this?
I'm ready. I haven't heard this story. So I know what they do, but I haven't heard it from Megan's mouth from here.
So the first question is your origin story. How did this story begin? And whatnot. So she says, our story began 10 years ago. I guess we started accidentally, but intentionally, surrounding ourselves with the right people at the right time when we began shortly after the birth of our daughter. Our primary goal with the business was to be a side hustle to help us get by. Our aspirations were quite humble and the goal of making an extra $500 per month to support our growing family. Megan was working in e-commerce and John was working in cosmetic manufacturing. So when the idea came up to start our own brand, it was kind of a no-brainer as far as the direction we should take. We developed our brand, Brookthorn Naturals. Check them out online. Of course, we'll link everything in the show notes. Named after our daughter, aka the reason we started in the first place. We have formulated and developed all our products throughout the years, which has allowed us to maintain full control of our products, ensuring a premium product and excellent customer experience. What started as a side hustle quickly grew beyond what we could have ever imagined. Fast forward today, John and I both work full-time growing our business. We also own a cosmetic manufacturing facility where all of our products are made. We have the honor of employing 7 amazing people who support our visions and help make it all possible. 5th, yes, he worked very hard for that. very put in. So just seeing what John has done is incredible. So let's continue with their story because this is dope. So the wildebeest moment, what's the biggest, scariest, or coolest thing you've tackled together? I mean, and these guys have kids and everything. So they said, I guess the biggest, scariest, and coolest things we've done are raising our kids and starting our business. Starting our manufacturing facility is one thing that stands out to me. All of the work that went into getting everything set up, procedures, and documentation into place. And then on an ongoing basis and keeping things running smoothly while trying to improve efficiency. It's just so cool to walk through our offices and warehouse, look around and think, we did this, like we created this. It's just so surreal sometimes. I mean, I can't even imagine. Like, it's surreal for me just being on the outside and like hearing like, wait, oh, and we still need to talk to them about making like the hoof salve and stuff.
Oh yes, it's still in the works. We got a little behind schedule last year on some of our plans. In the next whatever, we'll be doing a partnership with them for sure.
Because I need something for my cuticles badly, so we got to get this going. Okay, so struggles, because we all hit them. Like, no matter how smooth and efficient and wonderful things are going, you're gonna have hurdles and roadblocks at times in business. It's just the nature of the beast. So they said, what challenges have you faced together? How did you shake it up and keep going? They said, over the past 10 years, we faced a lot of challenges, navigating unexpected hurdles on our sales platforms, like best-selling products being delisted, navigating supply chain disruption, and inventory storage changes during the pandemic, just to name a few. John is the calm, steady voice of reason. He has always been.
I know.
So, he's great.
He's my grandfather. My grandpa was just like this rock. He's like, cut from the same cloth for sure.
Yeah, he's got just like the best smile and like gentle laugh and stuff. John's great. Okay, so John is the calm, steady voice of reason, or he is really good at internalizing his emotions. I'm the more high-strung, anxious one. We balance each other out so that we can get to a place of problem solving. We've learned that every challenge has a solution. You just have to be creative and find it. Laura, I think this really resonates for you and I, because I think
for sure
I'm kind of the Megan, you're the John, so you Thorns just have a little bit more of that chill to you. And it is like, like we said about Rand or whatever, you take a licking and you keep on ticking. And it's like, maybe that spaghetti's not sticking over there. It might stick on that wall. Or different spaghetti will stick. Okay, so the inside joke. One phrase or joke that only you two understand. My life is a joke. And that's in quotes. My life is a joke. We just look at each other and one of us will come out with, my life is a joke. It's kind of our goofy way of reminding ourselves not to take things too seriously and to laugh things off. It lightens the mood when hard situations happen. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
It is. That Odd Trails podcast that I listen to, they whisper in it. They're like, your life is just a dream, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, let's have fun with it. Take your poopy pants off. Just go outside. Okay, so they did not submit a second video file, but so their advice to the herd. What's your secret to a successful entrepreneur or business bestie partnership? And as we always say, which you and I have gotten so much better at in recent years, I say communication, and John said, keep your mouth shut. Your mouth shut. I love these two. Oh, man. I think finding the right partner is super important. We both have strengths in different areas, and we balance each other, so we work well together. John is the most laid-back person, and I am the pusher, so it works for us. Don't give up when things get tough. Persistence goes a long way. The life of an entrepreneur can feel like a roller coaster sometimes, but the ride is worth it. What can seem like a major issue in the moment will seem like no big deal once you've successfully made it to the other side.
Oh, I love that.
He got a good wife.
I love Megan. Megan's awesome.
I love her. I mean, I've only met her a couple of times and had little, but like, she's awesome.
Yeah, Megan's great. They make a really great team. Parent-wise and business-wise. So
no, definitely.
So yeah, check out Brookthorn Naturals. And I'm so proud of my brother, obviously.
Me too.
And just so happy that they have this all happening. And thank you again, Megan, John, if you're listening for submitting your story. And like I said before, if you have a story to submit, we're just trying to, celebrate people who do this hard work together. It's one thing to start a business on your own, and kudos to people who do that. But it is so rewarding to start a business with someone, and it is hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, but also like it gives you a purpose, and it gives us a reason to have to hang out with each other, I mean, and like, have those difficult conversations or communications and talk about things and like realize that like it's all about compromise. I mean,
back to like the business wife thing. If you are compatible and you are willing to grow together, you can make it work,
Yeah.
So anyway, that's why we share these stories. So if you have one, you don't necessarily have to be in business. It could just be you've hiked the Appalachian Trail with someone, or done something really cool or spectacular, or gone on a road trip when you're 18 years old and done something crazy like that.
Didn't we go on? We had like the redo in 2016.
We did. We had a redo and we looked almost the same in the pictures. And, but it was a whole new technology world at that point.
I probably should have talked to Aldea about this, but maybe she and I should like create a business together so we just have like this weird trifecta.
Weird business wife trifecta.
We'll make eco-friendly glitter. Something not too labor intensive since we all are wearing a lot of hats already.
Yes, that would be interesting. So yeah, I think that's the show today, right? Anything else we need to leave people with?
I mean, listen, I could babble on for hours more, but I need to save some of my energy for the showroom floor here at this amazing conference.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, be yourself, run wild, and take leaps, as we always say.
And don't forget to high five your homies and pen your pages. Until we meet again, our loves.